Okay, so this is a photo of all the hops in our delivery van and transitions into a video of an exceptionally good looking guy loading them into the mash tun. Normally we'd be putting hops in the kettle or the whirlpool. In this case they're the whole cones, fresh, just picked off the vine. If we put them in the kettle or the whirlpool, it would block the pipes, block the heat exchanger. It'd be an absolute disaster. So there's a shot of what it looked like once it was full. After we'd boiled the wort, we spread it over the hops and used the screens on the bottom of the mash tun to separate the hops out of the wort. This process here took about 20 minutes or so to fill the mash tun. And once the mash tun was full, we gave it a good old mix up. The hops that are in there are Nelson Sauvin and Rewalker. Nelson Sauvin gives it a really nice tropical character, and Rewalker is quite a vibrant variety. It gives you passion fruit, citrus, lime zest. Got the volume absolutely bang on there. It's filled to the brim. We didn't lose a single litre of wort, which is great because our yields were very tight. Giving it a good old mix up here, trying to release some of the lupulin off the underneath of the hop petals, but needed to be more vigorous. They were really tight cones, and just stirring them around wasn't going to be good enough. We really had to cane it, so you can see there the rakes have broken the hops up. It's getting a lot of force put on them, and you can really appreciate that the oil infusion into the beer. So about 3 weeks later, we got it into the cans, and again, I must have under-ordered because there was really low tolerance. We had to have a good canning run. So this is us filling the cans here. There's a nice foamy batch, which is great. The lid goes on and we're squeezing out all of that oxidized foam. So our oxygen pickup on this batch was 17 parts per billion, that's really low. That little tamper thing there, that pushes some of that oxidized foam out, so none of that's retained inside the can, and then goes down the line. We've just got that rail on top there to keep the lids down, so just to minimize the uptake. And so as you can see, as it goes up onto the can lifter and engages the chuck, the lid's not floating. So anyway, that really helps with retaining the freshness in the beer, and that way with the cold chain distribution, the punters at the end of it are going to get the best possible beer, which is great. I mean, this is one of the best beers we've ever made before, and I'm not just saying that. It's been a few attempts at making fresh hop beers, and probably this will be the 4th or 5th one that we've done. And over the years, just learning how to get the best out of the hops, it's really paid off in this batch. Invictus, unbeaten. So it's the best fresh hop beer we've ever made before. I hope you appreciate the video. Don't know if it gives you much insight, but at least some of the technical brewing aspects that we've put into it. It's a good looking can. It's a great tasting beer. I hope you all enjoy it. Cheers.